Damn
I
it.
didn't think I'd have so much hate to put in.
I've been saying Dr. Pepper.
Ding dong, man.
Quit ruining the ding dong. Give me another one.
Fine then.
You've lost your chair privilege.
No! I'm gonna take this to the bathroom. Here, you can have the chair.
Thanks, man.
Get it. That's the area.
Don't shake it.
Sorry, this one's yours. You didn't shake it. I didn't shake it. You gotta keep that.
Get that out of my face, man.
Weebs.
Is it on?
So, guys.
Oh my goodness. Now I got a stupid crunchy roll. Man,
I
let
love
the
it.
town die.
And welcome to BakaTaka.
That's pretty cringe, dude.
That wasn't cringe. That was normal.
I gotta leave.
That was a little cringy.
Yeah, cringe.
Cringy. Cringy, Shinji.
I'll tickle your feet, man. I'll tickle your feet. I'll tickle your feet, man.
Don't tempt me.
How can you reach so far when you're that high up?
My knees can bend backwards.
You're like in the middle of my thighs.
Inverted knees.
Whoa. Alright, bring us in.
Okay, so anyway, here I was. Barbecue sauce on my titties. That's a classic Vine for you. What's my line?
Whatever you want it to be.
BakaTaka.
Go on. Say it.
I'm ready.
Don't give me that crap.
One
Bud.
way or another.
Hey, you gonna start
Getcha.
partner?
I think I won't.
Partner?
Oni-chan, Taskate.
Oh my god. We're including all of that. So, by the way, welcome to BakaTaka. As always, I'm on the left, and I'm George. And then in the middle, we have
Chase.
And then on the right, we have
Eric.
Yeah, that's it. That's the OG BakaTaka crew back at it again with a rerun kind of episode, except we're not saying the things we've said before, so it's really just a new episode.
We're still under the Kotatsu. This
We
thing
are.
is divine.
This I love Kotatsu's. I'm a fan.
He's really like not even underneath of it.
I'm kind.
He's like a poser.
He's sitting on an ottoman.
He's like a guy who puts on like, you know, a
Roll
fedora,
down
takes
my
a
finger
picture,
hit
and
me.
then
I
just
have
doesn't
a
wear
rubber
them.
band. I'm trying to shoot at Eric, and it's not working.
You know what I'm saying?
I actually wasn't paying attention to you because I was afraid he was going to hit my eye.
You're wearing glasses.
You never know; it could want to curve underneath it.
Ready?
Yeah, he could curve the bullet.
You did those like Simpsons, like no. You got so ready, and it just right in the forehead.
I just got hit in the forehead with a rubber band.
I feel like you're owed one. So if you're gonna take it, now's your chance.
Close your eyes.
I'll make sure I get one of those really thick
Oh, you're
rubber
gonna
bands.
do like the Hornet or something?
It's gonna get one of those really thick rubber bands. Yeah.
I will cry, but I deserve it, so
You
that's
always
okay.
cry, dude.
I love the
True
dough.
bitch.
You're like, no.
All right, what are we getting into this time?
Well, so between episodes, you brought up that you really
You really
want to talk about. Yeah, I'm a spider or whatever. So what? Whatever the dumb name is. This show sucks.
What do you have against it?
I don't like that it exists.
What's your problem with it? We'll start with that.
Okay, to start with it, we have to let me see how far I got into it before I stopped.
Because I'm at novel 13 and I watched the entire show.
Novel 13. How many novels are there?
There's 15 in English right now.
15?
Yeah.
Okay, 15 in English. Why don't you, how many are there not in English? And why haven't you read them all?
I don't know.
Clarify.
I guess you don't like it either.
You mean all the English novels?
Why haven't you read all of, first, let's start with that. Why haven't you read all the English novels?
The last two are in the mail right now.
That explains it.
Fair.
Why haven't you read them
Fair
in
game.
Japanese?
I can't read Japanese?
I guess you're not a real fan, are you?
Not really. That's why I quit for 2 years.
I dropped it after 13 episodes.
13?
I watched 13 episodes
Did
and I
you-
dropped it.
13?
Why'd you drop it? Were you confused because of the skipping?
No, so the skipping, I was like, it was a bit confusing at the beginning, but I was like, okay, I see what they're doing. I get it. I just didn't care because it wasn't good.
You gotta elaborate why it wasn't good though.
I didn't like the world and I didn't like the characters.
Wait, are we talking about the spider one?
Yeah, so I'm a spider, so what?
Like, it just seemed kind of dumb.
You hearing this, dude? Sword Art Online lovers, right?
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started because that is so good. Sword Art Online, masterpiece.
He's like, oh, are we talking about Sword Art Online again, guys?
Sword Art Online.
When you push my glasses.
So Aaron also read some of it. They have a
Aaron
manga
also
too,
watched
right?
a little
There's
bit
a
of
manga,
it.
yeah.
He watched the show, and I think he's read the manga, not the light novels. So he has more of the world building because obviously the anime isn't going to capture that perfectly.
Part of my notes.
Huh?
It's part of my notes.
And I think it seems
Mediocre adaptation.
it seems like that is kind of the case. It seems like the anime fails to capture a lot of what the light novel or manga do, in the sense that those, having read or been involved with those at all, extremely heightens the enjoyment of the show.
Yeah.
And I haven't done either of those, and I did not like the show very much.
So, I remember specifically talking. We were doing an episode with Jeff
Mm-hmm.
Of this.
of BakaTaka.
Yeah.
We were doing an episode. With
Oh,
Jeff.
We
with
did that
video stuff?
occasionally.
Yeah, and I specifically remember we were talking about "So I'm a Spider, So What" because I was reading it,
Right.
and the anime just started airing,
As one
and I
does.
remember specifically saying, "I don't think I'm going to watch it because I have an idea in my head of how the show should look, and I've seen the previews, and I don't think that goes with what I have in my head." Well, I got over that prejudice feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoyed it. So I think they actually did a pretty good job with the world. Oh my goodness, I'm so
Ooh.
sorry. That's a doctor's thought.
You're
Bless you.
attacking. Getting
But
attacked.
I think they actually did a pretty good job, at least with the Great Elro Labyrinth. It's pretty
Faithful to what you
pretty
expected.
faithful because they described it as like a literal like hell on earth. Just like you're never going to get to that.
Yeah.
But the way, so they kind of do it in the way that she has night vision, right?
Yes.
So everything's lit up for her. So they're doing it that way. So you can see everything because she
Because obviously you
technically
guys
has
kind of
level 10
need.
night vision. You can't just have a dark cave.
Doesn't work very
It
well.
doesn't work. But a few things with that. So I understand the world building too and stuff like that. Why you wouldn't like it?
I will say, just to clarify my position and not to walk back on any of my criticisms,
Right.
I dropped the show. I don't think it's horrible. I have watched and finished shows worse than
Heard.
I think
Heard.
So I'm a Spider, So What are.
Heard.
I just didn't feel inclined to get through this one.
Oh.
Like, I could go back and
That's a
finish
lot of
it.
shows
Like,
that- yeah,
that's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
shows I've
Yeah.
finished that are easily worse than
When you
that
score
was.
at like a 6, but you're like, I didn't watch it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, I don't think it's so like unwatchably bad or anything. I just didn't get through it, and I've got through stuff that are worse than it. But I would still rate this higher
That's
than
fair.
those.
So I have a point on here
anyway.
that might attribute to why you might have liked. Was it like not enough is explained?
A lot was just left up to like, figure it out.
So in the
There's so
novels-
much.
In the novels, so there's tons of inner monologue in the novels.
Oh, I believe that.
There's a massive amount of inner monologue.
Okay.
And then the skills that they show for like a flash of a second on the screen
Mhm.
is literally page breakdowns in the novel. of
Wow.
Going over everything.
Like how the skill works.
Yeah, how the skill
and,
works,
like,
her
abilities and
whole
stuff.
stat list, everything.
That's
Looking-
cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was looking at that.
Oh, so that would probably explain a lot of
Mhm.
all this crap that she just randomly gets. You're
Mm.
like, why does this happen? Well, it happens in the novel, in her monologue, stat pages, sheets, and stuff like this. So that explains a lot of that.
Okay. Okay. So it makes sense that that's not in the show. Because, like,
Yeah.
obviously, I don't know how you would incorporate that and make it interesting to watch.
Mhm.
But still, it's like there's a weird failing of like, okay, we understand that this isn't going to be enjoyable to see. So let's just not do it at all.
I think the way they did
Doesn't
it,
necessarily make it too much
the way
better.
they did it too
Yeah.
was bad, and the Crunchyroll subs didn't help. Because a lot of the times they'd put the skills on the screen, but like you're looking at, so you're looking at Kuma's face, the spider's face, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's looking at her skills in front of her,
Yep.
so the camera is behind it.
It's reversed.
And the way they
yeah.
do the subtitles is they put them all in reverse, so everything is backwards. You're just like, I can't read this shit.
It's really
Even if you
funny.
paused it, you can't read
You
it.
have to like read
yeah.
the words literally mirrored, basically.
You have to.
You would have to download the video, cut that out, and then mirror that.
You'd have to horizontal flip it.
It's bad.
So,
It's
yeah.
bad.
It's a stupid decision by them, and it's just not enough time to see anything. And she only briefly explains like her major skills.
Yeah.
But she's got a ton of skills that
So many.
make her function
Yeah.
Okay.
and do all this.
Yeah.
And they don't do very well explaining that. And there's a lot of inner monologue because she's a shut-in
Mm-hmm.
and all that. There's going to even be more inner monologue later because she can talk to people later. But
Also,
thing.
even 13 episodes in, never got to the point where she meets or interacts with anyone else, I think. And I was like, it's taking a
what?
while
So-
to move forward.
so technically, she's in the labyrinth for
Yes.
like 5 years.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. She never talks to anyone in the whole show?
I mean, she
She
never
probably does in the
leaves
show,
the
but like
dungeon?
halfway.
she leaves the dungeon.
Eventually, I never got to the point where she left the dungeon halfway through the first season.
So technically, the
That's
first
too
per-
long.
It was a long time.
the first person she talks to is an administrator.
Defend yourself.
Yeah, so she talks to the administrator
Yeah.
character, whatever.
So she
sure.
talks to the first two administrators. She talks to Gilly and she talks to D.
I don't remember them even having names, to be honest.
Well, Gilly's full name is some weird Gil blah 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 blah, blah
Mhm.
something, and then D is just called D. She talks to them. That's her first interaction with people
Okay.
because the Elro Labyrinth is literally just monsters.
Yeah, it's
I
all
mean,
monsters.
there's people in there and they try to kill her. so
Yeah,
she
like
doesn't talk to
done.
them.
Yeah, so I've seen people
Yeah.
do that. I
Yeah.
think like once. That's where I
but-
stopped the show.
So people get confused by the show because they're jumping back and forth between the timeline of the humans, where they're going to like class and stuff,
Yep.
and then they jump back to the spider,
Mhm.
and then you're just like something's not matching up here. Like these happen at the same time or what? It gets explained later that, hey, you're a spider, you're born immediately, you got a functioning conscience, blah blah blah. They got to grow up, they're babies and stuff like that. So when you see them, it's literally 15 years later, and like the whole first part of the show is like 5 years of her surviving in the labyrinth.
Yeah.
But there's no sense of time because there's no sun, right?
Right.
Yep.
So you don't see a time of day, so you have no sense of time.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's weird that they never even try to explain that when it actually would have made sense. Like if they
so
just said
they
that.
explain the sense of time thing later with
Yeah.
when the guide takes them through the labyrinth and he says you can get sick down here because you have no sense of time.
Yeah.
The only medias that should keep people stuck in one place for like years is Old Boy and Mom Hid My Game.
Old boy.
Old Boy.
So
That's a different topic. Don't worry.
so I mean
The movie Old Boy.
Yeah, the movie Old Boy.
she gets out of the labyrinth,
didn't know
but it's just like it doesn't seem long because the sense of time down there doesn't seem that long.
Right.
And there's different parts of the labyrinth she goes to, but it's just for the sense of scale. She's down here for X amount of years,
Okay.
and then the other kids literally have to grow up.
Right.
So
Okay.
the sense of time is weird in that.
I'm trying to get back on the mat. I don't want to sit up here anymore. I need you to move your feet.
You want me to move my feet?
Please.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you. I'll let you stretch.
Hey.
Right there, buddy.
It tipped on me.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't see that coming. Holy.
I like the way that I look back and I'm like, oh, he's on the ground now.
I thought you were going to wipe out the table.
I thought I was too. I managed to push this back instead, so that was good. But
I
dear
can
Lord,
just see him flowing so much shit. You're like,
that scared me.
She thought the table was going to be wiped out.
That was yikes.
Well, something that
We good.
Something that I watched recently, which was pretty good in my opinion, at least, was the Sound Euphonium movie,
I've heard good.
which is
things.
basically season 3.
I've
What's
also heard that. Yeah.
Kyoto Animation, fantastic.
Dude, anything they do, KyoAni.
Anything.
Have they done? What is the worst thing KyoAni's done?
Phantom World.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Or Munto, what they did way back when.
I remember Phantom World. I dropped that too.
Not really bad, just not.
I
very
watched Phantom
underrated.
World, but I remember the OP was bumping.
Nope, was good. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Naked Dive?
Yeah.
That's
OP was
what it's
bumping.
called.
That's the name of the song.
Yeah, that's the name of the
I
song.
did not know that.
But yeah, he
Have
became
they done a
Euphonium.
bad show?
Yeah.
Phantom World.
That's not Phantom World.
Oh.
Have you seen the second season of Chunibyo?
Yeah, I've loved Chunibyo.
Is that Kyoani?
It's Kyoani.
I've watched all of Chunibyo. I like Chunibyo.
Yeah, Chunibyo is chef's kiss.
Have you seen Munto? That's one of the originals that they did way back when.
They did that stupid blood show.
Kyokai no Kanata?
Yeah.
Beyond the Boundary?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
The girl with the big red glasses and she can control her blood.
And then there's like a boy. It's basically like
that one.
it's very similar to like Monogatari, I guess you could say.
Oh, I need to watch more
Is it?
of the Monogatari stuff.
Maybe not.
I don't think it's anything like the
Yeah, it's nothing like Monogatari.
What's it called? Blood
It's
what?
called Kyokai no Kanata, or Beyond the Boundary.
I'm gonna type in Beyond the Boundary.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead and search that one instead.
I can spell that.
But anyways, they've actually only since 2019 or whatever, they've only done 2 shows.
Oh, that.
Kobayashi.
They did Kobayashi season 2, and then the second one is actually airing right now, which is the second season of the Archery Boys.
Wait, were you saying this
anime.
was a bad show? Beyond the Boundary?
It's not really bad. It's just
still
more
got
of like
7.73, which is
well, see,
fairly
that's
high.
it's more of it's just all right.
Okay,
of
that's
thing,
fair.
wouldn't you
Yeah,
say?
it's just all right.
I dropped it.
Man, that was 2013.
You're like, it ain't no Hyoka. It ain't no Hyoka.
Dude, Hyoka was another chef's kiss.
Dude, I love Hyoka.
Kininarimasu.
Hyoka was insane. But Sound Euphonium, that one, after the movie, I watched that one, and I was like, this is one of their best things that they've done. I was like, this is KyoAni at some of their finest right here. It's
I like that.
I think KyoAni peaked at Violet Evergarden.
actually, oh, and then they made more Violet Evergarden, which dropped it.
The original season and the one special episode, not the movie, the special episode where it's the opera.
Yeah.
That was good.
Great stuff.
I didn't
Great
like the
stuff.
special episode.
Huh?
We watched it together.
Yeah, we watched it here.
I didn't like it.
No. The special the 13th episode, not the special movie thing. The movie, there's 2 movies. One is like one is like the movie
I know what you're talking
with
about.
the ending we don't like.
Yeah.
And the other's the one with the sisters.
Yeah.
And we're like,
yeah.
this is just a long episode and it's not as good as other stuff. So why did it get
Yes.
to be the long one?
You're correct.
But the
Yeah.
special episode is just
I forgot about that special episode.
Yeah, because basically it feels like another episode of the
Yeah.
regular anime. It doesn't feel like a special.
It feels like they could have just put it as like episode 9 or something.
Exactly.
Like that, and it
Easy.
would have felt right.
No, but then episode 10 wouldn't be 10.
It wouldn't be 10. It would be
It'd
11.
So
went-
that episode needs to be 10.
Yeah.
They
But-
peaked at Violet Evergarden.
You think
Specifically episode 10.
so? You think so? I think they peaked at Haruhi.
If we're doing that, I think they peaked at Clanad.
I didn't know Clan.
That was after
I haven't
Haruhi.
seen.
They peaked at Clanad.
Well, if they peaked at Clan, they peaked at After Story.
They peaked at Air.
They peaked at Fumofu.
Yeah, they peaked at Fumofu. I'll agree to that. Cheers.
A drink.
Well, yeah. But go on with
haven't
whatever
watched
you're
them
saying.
Oh, yeah. Sound Euphonium, it's fantastic. And you wouldn't think it is because if you think about what the show's about or whatever,
Lesbians.
Band club.
no, first
Oh.
when you first watch the show, you're like, how is this good? It's literally just about a bunch of kyohais, or what's it called, getting like the starring roles or whatever. And they're like, you can't get the starring role. Senpai, it's their 3rd year. They have to get it now or they'll never get it. Or whatever. And they're
That's
like,
a lot.
but I'm better. And then the bass drops or whatever, and then people start dabbing and stuff. It's basically like at first glance you watch it, it's like about that. But that's not what when you get to the I'm just gonna call it season 3 because it's literally just season 3 or whatever. It's just in a movie format
movie.
and stuff. When you get to season 3, you realize it's like no, it's about someone who is apathetic about something. It's something they enjoy, but they're apathetic about growing in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's them seeing people being passionate about that and learning to be passionate themselves about it. And on top of that,
It's true.
it's also about people learning to become, in a sense, senpais or whatever. Yeah, you slide that down. Yeah. Because like the main character Kumiko or whatever,
Yeah.
she comes in and in season 2 she's like, she's her senpai, Asuka senpai or whatever, Asuka or whatever. She what's it called? She's very enthusiastic about being one of the third years or whatever and stuff like that. And she's like, hey, like we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it to nationals and stuff like that. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And she gets them hype about it too. And then at the end of season 2, she graduates.
That's true.
And now Kumiko is the senpai or whatever. And so it's about her, like, she's remembering what Asuka did or whatever. And so she is trying to live up to the same expectations that she had for her.
It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what it's really about or whatever. And you see the way she keeps her, cool or whatever, because it's like, there's one character who's like a troublemaker and she's like just trying to cause arguments with people and stuff.
Yeah, she's an instigator.
She's like, you're better than them or whatever, and she's constantly telling people that just to get them to like argue with each other. And Kumiko just like walks in and she's just like, if you want to just play with your friends, that's cool too. And then they're like, yeah, I do want to just play with my friends and stuff like that. And then they do, and it's like, oh, that's cool. And then like that's literally what the whole like thing's about. And it's really awesome.
Drama.
I think I had a hard time enjoying Sound Euphonium for me personally because I was in high school band, and it's nothing like that.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. No. Yeah, 100%, 100%. But that's also the
Did you
difference.
ever aim for nationals?
Yeah,
I went to nationals.
Or did you aim for it?
Were you in a Japanese band?
I was an American band.
He's got a little
Guess you didn't have any
Japanese in him, though.
senpais there, did you?
I did, and I was a senpai.
Yeah, I bet you were.
I was.
Did they call you senpai?
We don't do that in America.
Exactly. That's the
doesn't
difference.
count.
That's
You
the
don't
difference, you
understand.
narc. You don't understand. No, it's literally about her basically being having people look up to her.
I think
Stuff
Chase
like
just race shamed you.
I think you did.
No, I didn't. It's about basically when you get down like to the nitty gritty of it and stuff like that. It's having people look up to you or whatever, and it's
Yeah.
like, how are you gonna react to it and stuff like that? Are you gonna keep your cool, or are you gonna lose it because you know people are just arguing for the sake of arguing and stuff? Because that's what the first 2 seasons are. It's like very melodramatic, and they're just like, "Yeah, senpai, it's their last year. They have to be it." And then Reina comes in, she's like, "But I'm better."
She is.
Yeah, and that's basically what it is.
Why didn't they practice more like I did?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
wanted it.
The third season 3, awesome. It's spectacular. Highly recommended.
Yeah, if you're 4 years old and don't know what a band is.
If you're 4 years old, if you're 4 years old, everything's good.
I'll never watch it.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it either.
Excuse me,
I didn't really even like Sound Euphonium season 2.
dude.
I don't even remember.
You
things
didn't
that
even watch
happened in
it.
that
Yeah, I
show.
did.
No, you didn't.
Bitch, I'll pull up my list.
Pull it out. Prove it.
I don't even remember.
Don't hit
what-
the add button when you pull it out.
I
Wait,
don't-
no, I'll pull it out.
No.
George will pull it out.
I don't remember what score I
George
did.
will. No.
Hey, stop! Are you cheating?
Good, George.
I'm trying.
I'm not going to cheat you. I swear I won't cheat. Sound Euphonium.
I'm watching you. Let me see it.
Don't
let
let
me
him.
see it.
Don't
let me
let him
see
do it, Chase.
Give it to me.
See that symbol right there?
Yeah.
That means it's already
What did
on
you
my
score
list.
it?
That's the wrong one.
What'd you do?
Would you score it? Would you score it?
I don't know.
Go back up.
Maybe
It's
I
at
have to
the
hit
top.
this.
It's at the top.
Oh, I gave it a 6.
I guess he didn't like it.
You're retarded.
Look how mad you are. I did watch it, and I called it mid then when I
You
watched
don't
it.
understand what makes good anime good. You're like, I just want to watch a spider in a cave the whole time.
I did watch a spider in a cave the whole time,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed every second of it.
You don't want to watch people being passionate
Why
about
did you
music.
change your profile picture to like a survey stand with a pot being cooked? Like, what the heck?
It's got a plumba at the bottom. What are you talking
It's
about?
not a plumb bub, dude. He's cooking with that.
Yeah.
It's just a surveyor tripod, dude.
It's just a plumba at the bottom.
What is wrong with you people?
It's keeping it level. But anyway, yeah, that's Sound Euphonium.
Oh, now this is peculiar.
You
One
went to
of
my
your
list?
favorite manga
Yeah.
is Tomo-chan is a girl.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch the show?
Of course. I already know what happens. I read all.
What happens? If you're wrong, we'll call you out.
You want me to spoil?
You're wrong. We'll call you out.
You want me to spoil the manga?
No, I
You
wanna watch
couldn't
the
even
show.
if you
Is
tried.
the show worth watching?
I haven't watched the show yet.
But like, I mean, Based on the manga, is it worth watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Tomo is the #1 show right now.
I don't know.
No, Vinland.
Vinland?
Vinland Saga
Can
season
Vinland
2.
just go away?
No, the Reddit ranking has Tomo as #1.
That's fair. That's fair.
What is it even about?
What?
What is it about?
Vinland Saga?
No, Tomo-chan is a girl. Like,
So she has
What
a
do you think it's
crush on her.
about?
She has a crush on her childhood friend, right?
yeah.
But he only sees her as a boy
One of
because
the
she's
boys.
extremely tomboyish.
Yeah.
But like,
She likes him.
But she's actually a girl.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
check
it's
it out.
yaoi.
And
Is
it's
it?
like 600 chapters of them just like
What?
doing whatever, and then the last 100 chapters of is him coming to terms, but like, oh, maybe she is a girl, and then it ends.
That seems like maybe bad pacing.
But 700 chapters it was a page a day. It was a 4 koma
okay.
manga. It was literally 4 panels a day.
Okay. I see.
Guys,
That's a lot.
So
let me tell you about the greatest episode of anime in existence.
Do you have to?
I do.
Could we not?
listen, you just talked about sounding phony.
That wasn't an episode. That was a movie.
Technically, that's one episode.
Oh.
You're right.
Oh, you
go ahead.
fool.
It's your turn.
What
No,
do
you can
you want
say
to talk about, Chase?
So, season 2 of one of the greatest shows aired recently of all time.
Bofuri.
And
That's airing.
and
Oh,
it
sorry.
had probably the greatest episode of anime in existence.
Slime season 2.
Oh, wait. No,
It
he's
is-
actually thinking of season 3 of Kaguya-sama.
It is
It's the wrap episode.
absolutely spectacular.
Have I seen it?
No,
Can you tell me what show it is?
I will.
Okay.
I'm getting a build up to it
I don't like it.
and stuff. It
I like the
is
show less now.
insanely awesome. The animation is superb. The action is intense,
All right.
and the show is
Sure wish I knew what
Pop
it
Team
was.
Epic Season 2. And they have a full episode dedicated to Hellshake Yano, which is when they flip over the paper or whatever. And they literally, it's just 2 guys, live action or whatever, and they're flipping over pages of like notepads or whatever. And it's like every time they flip the page or whatever, it's a new animation point or whatever. And it's literally them just like holding the paper and they're like, jung, 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 bah, cha-dang. And then they flip over like his hair or something like that. And they'll have like a guy like yelling or screaming. And he's like playing like a guitar. And the guitar, he's playing like the ultimate like devil guitar or something like that has like 100 strings on it. And when he's playing it with his guitar pick shatters. And they're like, you need to use the ultimate like holy guitar pick. And then he travels to like an ancient land or whatever. He gets the guitar pick. And then he smashes back through the building. And he plays the devil guitar or whatever, and he like breaks the chords like as he's like playing it with the god pick or whatever and stuff. And they're all like, hell shake, and he's got the paper or whatever, and they're like, hell shake, and then that's the whole episode.
I don't get it.
I stopped paying attention. I started thinking about Detroit Metal City.
It's basically that.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, this sounds like something they would do in Detroit Metal City
Let me tell
on a
you.
grander scale.
Let me tell you guys, this is like the best like 12 minutes of your life that you've never had.
I'm pretty sure I had a lot of those when I was watching both seasons of Slime. That was a
No.
lot of good 12 minutes.
No, dude, you will not see a single thing like this, and you'll just be like, "This is fantastic."
You're right. I'll never see a single thing like that because I'm not going to watch it.
You're gonna watch it. You'll watch it.
Are you going to show it to us?
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
I don't want to see it.
I don't care. You're gonna watch it.
I don't
You're
like
kind
Pop
of a
Team
captive
Epic.
audience right now.
I don't like Pop Team Epic.
You haven't
You'll like
watched
this
it?
episode.
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't.
I've literally Chase made us watch it.
I've never
Because
No,
he
I
just
didn't.
threw something on TV and we're like, I guess we're watching this now.
No, I didn't. Do you want to watch the male or the female voices?
What?
Yeah, they have male and female voices. It's
Why?
12-minute episodes, and then the first half is female voices, and then the second half is male voices.
But why? Why not just make it half?
Just have
Just
more
do-
people voice it. And in all honesty, the male voices are better. Like all the time.
Male dominated business.
It's one of the most like insane shows you'll ever see.
I've seen it. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not for me.
It's awesome. Hey, you already had your shot. Remember?
Right in the forehead.
right in the forehead.
Yeah.
Well,
Stop
you gave me another rubber
cheating.
band, so I had to.
I had one more thing on my list.
I don't really want to know, but what is it?
sure you want to know?
Yeah, well, I
Hey,
don't
Chase,
really.
did you watch Skeleton Knight in Another World?
No.
Yeah,
I
it's
did.
bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Actually, I watched the first episode.
But that's the one where he has like the really overpowered armor and he can't take his
That's the one
his
where
helmet off and he
he's
needs
literally
the elf
just
and,
yeah,
it's literally-
he's a skeleton. Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
It's pretty mid.
I watched the
It's,
first episode.
yeah, it's not bad. It's mid.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you expect.
It's very generic.
Nothing
I
extra.
read the novels.
And also mid.
They're pretty mid.
The last
It's
thing
a good adaptation.
the last thing I wanted to just talk about was I watched a Netflix anime like back on like I think it was like Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
It was you want to guess what it is? Go ahead, guess. Go on, guess.
Well,
Tell
it's
me
not
some.
Spriggan.
It's-
We watched Spriggan a while.
Oh, I did watch Spriggan. Yeah, Spriggan's good. No, it's not. It's all right.
Dragon Pilot.
No, it's a 6-episode show.
Spriggan.
My uncle from another world.
Spriggan is 6 episodes, isn't it? Yeah.
Uncle from another world.
No.
Oh.
It
He's
is.
uncle's son.
It is Tekken Bloodlines. Did you know this existed?
Yeah, I knew it existed.
Eric just stopped smiling when he said Tekken Bloodlines. Eric was like laughing, and then he said Tekken Bloodlines, and he just went deadpan face, completely dead, like his soul was shattered.
This
Why?
This is I was actually just like putting some on because I was like I need to like stay up later so that way I'll sleep longer on Friday night or I'll stay up later on Friday. And so I put this on and this is it's literally a Jin Kazama story. Like from when he was like born, well not from when he was born, from when he was like in middle school too. The end of the what game did he come in 3?
I don't have to know, man.
3 or 4 I think he came in. Jin Kazama.
I've never played a Tekken game. Does Pokken count? Because I haven't played that either. But
You never played a Tekken game?
I mean, I've got my hands on one before, yes, but I would not.
How
say
much
I've played
Chuck
one.
has played Tekken? I'm surprised more people around here haven't played Tekken.
That's true.
I like Tekken. Tekken's fun.
I'm not.
It's crazy. I love like the fact that there's literally just a bear or whatever, like as one of them, and then there's also King, who's literally just a guy with like a cheetah head.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Armored King.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, he's like, is there a head under there?
Yeah.
And then you're like,
And there's a robot.
maybe,
An android.
yeah, maybe. And then it's just like, and then there's just like Heihachi, which is just like an old guy. And
Yeah.
stuff. And then like it's just like the fact that they all like just kind of like fit in this universe as like battlers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
And Jin fuses with the devil.
Oh, yeah, the Devil Jin.
Yeah.
And so because they call it Devil Jin and stuff like that, he's like your father was infected with the Devil Jin and stuff like that. And it's like, but his name's Jin. So is it the devil or is it Devil
Devil
Jin?
Jin.
Yeah, devil. But
Don't
that's
worry
not the.
about it. You watched Tekken.
I watched Tekken, and it had one of the most insane things I have never seen before. What was going on? So Heihachi, right, his grandfather, he has this. He's the one who runs the tournaments and stuff like that, and he's trying to. Thank you. He's trying to summon Ogre using Devil Jin, right?
Yeah.
And stuff. So he's setting up the tournament and stuff like that, and his secretary is the one who's like, he's like tells her to do stuff or whatever. I don't even know if she has a name or not. But here is the craziest thing that happened. You got to pay attention to this part.
I'm so
Yeah.
focused.
The craziest thing happened is that he would tell her to do stuff. Keep in mind, I'm watching this dub, right?
Yeah.
He would tell her to do stuff, and she would say, "Hi." She would talk in English, but he would literally tell her to do something, and she would say, "Hi." Japanese, yes. Why? I kid you not. I thought it was insane the first time it happened. And then it happened like 3 more times. And I was like, why is she doing this? She literally just has conversations in English. And then when she's just like agreeing, like he'll tell her to do something. He's like, go, like make sure that they, get invited to the tournament. And she's like, hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
It is I have never seen it. Like, it's like that's like some like speed racer or like loop in the
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, how is this happening in 2022.
That's bad.
With Netflix.
With Netflix.
Netflix, of all
I was
people.
like, are they doing this intentionally? What is this? What is? Anyways, it's pretty like garbage or whatever and stuff like that. But the thing I do like about it is that thank you, appreciate you.
Put in the wrong hole.
Yeah.
There's a lot of holes.
There are
Thing
a
I
lot
do-
of holes. and you put
thing
in
I
the
do
wrong
like
one.
about it is it's a CG or whatever, and then when it'll make it look like 2D at points or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the CG works really well when they do the fights, and the fights are really well animated, and they feel like Tekken fights.
They should have just gone to the Tekken game and just done the fights in the game.
That's what half the show is, even though it's only 6 episodes. Only the first 2 or 3 episodes is just him training with Heihachi. Hey, you guys are playing footsies. Stop it.
We're just tickling each other's feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, that's the stuff. That's the important stuff that I wanted to talk about.
Tekken Bloodlines.
Tekken and Pop Team Epic.
I feel like I've been a lot less active. Like I haven't had to do a whole lot. So let's see. Probably video games are the thing like I've done most recently. I beat Horizon Forbidden West.
Okay.
Got my plat. Solid game.
Yeah.
Good world building. Played on story mode because I still don't like the gameplay loop with fighting and stuff. Not my thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to experience this cool story. I don't know where they're going to go. I know they have DLC coming out, I think, in April. But I don't know. They did some weird, like, space stuff. Possibly jump the shark / nuke the fridge a little bit with some, like, crazy things going on. But we'll see. But the world itself is still a lot of fun to explore. So as long as, is it Guerrilla, I think?
Guerrilla Games.
Guerrilla Games.
Yeah.
As long as they keep making stuff like that, I'll keep playing.
They made Killzone.
Well, they can't all be good.
I tried to facilitate a lot of my time when I wasn't in anime with games. I didn't finish a lot.
Yeah.
I
But,
played an awesome game, but
That's the big game I finished. I finally got back into Gravity Rush on PS4.
woo!
I'm pretty close to beating that. I've got a couple
played
more
that,
main
right?
I
missions,
played it
but
on Vita.
Yeah, same.
it's fun. It's fun. The controls, because it's a port from Vita, obviously, kind of wonky. Some of those missions get real upsetting when things just don't work the way you're supposed to. I'm like, I played
Does the gyro not work with it very well?
The gyro, it works well, but it's just kind of, it's not like optimized for it. So it's just a little bit weird.
I mean, even on the Vita, it was a piece of garbage sometimes because you would just fly off in random directions. You're like, I'm not looking this way.
Yeah. So it's a little bit like that. And it's just like, it's hard to turn so fast and do things and
Yeah.
change your gravity.
Imagine
And
I can
doing it
ima-
without the screen in front of your
Yeah.
face.
yeah. It's,
And
it
I can
gets rough.
imagine the gyro is pretty sensitive too, and you can go pretty out of whack.
It can. So I'm dealing with those on some of these missions because they have you like do the gravity stasis power where like you levitate stuff with you so you can throw it. And you have to like grab water towers, which are kind of sparse around the map to throw them at fires. And when you throw them, they don't go exactly where you're aiming either. They kind of like wobble off into different directions. So you have to be really close to throw. And it's just, if you miss too much, you lose, but you don't lose until the very end. So it's like, got to do the whole thing over. It's just got very frustrating. I don't think I've ever been closer to throwing a controller.
I almost threw my Vita trying to do some of the time trial races.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
They're bad.
Yeah.
But
It's a little janky.
but the world is cool and I'm having fun.
Yeah.
So worst comes to worst, I skip this side mission, I finish the story, and I put the game down forever.
And then you pick up Gravity Rush 2.
Exactly, which was made for PS4, so hopefully has better controls. But
Yeah.
I mean, video game wise, that's all I've been doing. I haven't
That's
really
it?
touched anything else.
Oh, that's right. You've been going.
I mean, to be fair, Forbidden West is a pretty long game.
Yeah.
So I put, I think, a little over 60 hours in that total. It's not a long game, but it's longer. So, and I did like full plat, all the side quests, explored the entire map, kind of stuff. So, it adds up.
I played a game that was like insane.
Play.
This game's like, I kid you not. This game made me feel something when I like beat it. Pistol Whip.
Okay, you played Pistol Whip.
I played Pistol Whip. I've been waiting for this one because I didn't want to play it on PSVR
That
with
is
the
the
cables.
shooting
Yeah,
in
that's
time.
the shooting to the beat
Shooting to
of the music and stuff.
I didn't realize it had like a story kind of like finish type thing.
It's got 2 campaigns actually. They weren't
Oh.
in the original game. They were added in. They have a 2068 or 2168 album which is it's not all by one artist. It's most of the songs are by one artist and stuff, but it's basically a futuristic setting where it's a story about a guy who gets captured and brought to like a robot planet or whatever, and he gets experimented on because he's the ultimate human, like, you know, he's the perfect human specimen or whatever and stuff like that.
Okay.
So they want to try to make him like an ultimate killing machine, and they use his fighting data to program the rest of their robots and stuff like that. And he's like, "You guys turned my leg into like a gun," and stuff like that, or something like that. And it's literally just 5 levels, and each level is a song, and stuff like that. And you're literally playing as, like, you know, this guy who's like gets captured, and they in between songs they show like comic book, like, here's like what's the next beat of the story. And I kid you not, this game immerses you so much. It may be the fact that it's a screen attached to your face and helps you literally makes you actively do the stuff
That
to
could be
do
part
it.
of it.
But I kid you not, I have never like cared so much about something and like felt so much when I finished the campaign of something within the span of about 30 minutes. Because it's literally 5 songs.
That is really short.
And you get to, and it's all topped off with a final boss fight, which is like the most insane thing. When you think of like the stuff you're actually doing, like while playing it, it is insane. It is so insane. And then I played the, or what's it called? When you get to the end, he like explains, like, you know, he finds a way back to, like, you know, get back home or something like that and stuff. And he just kind of just stands there, and the music just, there's like a credit song that starts building up and starts playing, and I just like, you can skip it.
Yeah.
But the
always
credits roll, and I'm listening to the song, and I'm just standing there like looking at it. I'm like, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. Like,
I get it.
the song is so hype or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're just like looking at it, and you're just like thinking about like all the things you just physically did also. I mean, obviously you didn't.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it's actually making you move like how the character is and stuff like that. And you have to like actually like move, dodge, aim, and shoot and stuff.
Yeah.
It is so awesome. It is like one of the coolest things that I've like. It's so hard to like explain without having someone like, you know, just like play it and experience it.
Well, I don't know, because I tried to experience it, and I have no rhythm, and I had much difficulty.
The campaign probably helps a little bit more because they also give you better weapons and stuff like that. Like they literally give you like
More
a
than
full
just a
automatic pistol.
But it's called Pistol Whip.
Yeah, they give you a full automatic pistol.
I didn't listen to the pistol part of that.
You just
You
said
just
full
wanted
automatic.
an answer and be an asshole.
I wanted to be right so bad.
Yeah.
I manifested my answer.
The first campaign, you start off with you get a full automatic pistol, and then they take your guns and they make you do like a level with just your fists and stuff like that, and you have to dodge.
That's not a pistol. I'm
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and then the second campaign is like a steampunk western.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
okay.
it literally starts off with the Heavy singing "Ain't No Place for a Hero." Yeah, and you have 2 revolvers, and you're playing as a cowgirl looking for her sister or whatever. Yeah, and then in the second level, you literally get like electric double barrel shotguns, and she calls them boomsticks, and it's just like you shoot and it kills like 3 guys that are all standing beside each other, and it's like the campaign
That's
is
ridiculous.
The campaign has better music in that one, and it's like it's more like the settings like really cool and stuff like that because of the steampunk cowboys and stuff like that. Story's a little bit not as cool or whatever as the first one and stuff like that, but it is still like when you finish these campaigns, you like they make you feel something, man. I'm telling you.
I like it. I like that.
It's some of the coolest like gameplay experience that I've ever had. So
Same.
yeah, VR is really cool.
VR's fun. I've really only ever played Beat Saber for the most part, though.
Yeah, same.
Because Beat Saber's where it's at.
Yeah, I don't have it, so the only time I get to play is at Chase's,
Yeah,
and that was Beat Saber.
It was Beat Saber.
I got it on there, and I got no cables attached.
That's nice.
Yeah,
It's the Quest 2?
Quest 2. Yeah,
Quest 2.
yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I played a couple. I have 2 games that stuck out to me from what I played. Well, 3. So, first one was God of War. I played that. George and I were talking about it earlier. It's a good game.
Good game.
Really good game.
Solid.
Combat's fluid. It's fun. They bring back a lot of the old weapons, which is fun. Some of the fights weren't as hard as people are making it out to be, but I might have just been playing on normal difficulty.
This is Ragnarok,
No,
the first one.
first one.
Gotcha.
Did you go for like the plat and beat all the Valkyries and everything?
I started
or-
to, but then I was just like, I don't want to do
need
this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know some of those Valkyrie fights were like some of the really hard ones.
I did like 3 of them during.
Do you mind? He's in the middle of a conversation.
Sorry, I was just.
Okay.
I had to cough. When you got a cough, you got a cough.
I killed like 3 of the Valkyries during the campaign.
Yeah.
So I'm like, these aren't bad. Like once you learn the fight,
Mm.
they have a pattern.
Yeah.
So unless it's because I'm playing on baby normal mode or what, but you know how the Lord intended to play.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were too hard.
Good.
So yeah, the game was fun. Then I played Xenoblade Chronicles 3 twice.
You beat it twice? Oh. Wait, why'd you? Why'd you play
beat
it?
Xenoblade twice?
No, I played it twice.
Explain how you played it twice.
I
and
played
how
it
you
Oh, he'll
once.
explain. All right.
I played it when it came out. I got about 25 hours into this one point.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm not having fun anymore. So I stopped playing it.
Okay.
And then a few months came around. I was like, maybe I'll play Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I loaded up my save. I was like, I have no idea what the hell's going on. I'll start over. I got to the same exact spot and I was like, I'm not having fun. So I stopped playing.
Why didn't you just push through where you were? Play new content.
I just wasn't having fun.
Just go play Arc the
Interesting.
Lad or something.
Have you beat what Xenoblade games have you beat?
I almost beat 2.
That's
And I
it?
beat Xenogears.
That's it?
And I beat Xenosaga 1.
Okay, so those are unrelated though.
It sounds like my Final
Technically-
They're
Fantasy
technically
runs.
like cool,
Technically
but
the same universe.
technically.
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 I beat Xenogears, Xenosaga 1. I played a little bit of Xenosaga 2.
Three
I
is the
almost
new
beat,
one, right?
Yeah, I almost beat Xenoblade 2. And I've gotten 25 hours into Xenoblade 3 twice.
You never played Xenoblade Chronicles on Wii, the original?
Did you ever beat any of the
I
Atelier
watched
games?
I watched Chuka Conroy play.
Okay. Because I have never beat Xenoblade Chronicles. Absolutely loved it, just never actually beat it. I played it twice. Never beat it.
Heard?
Played
I feel
on,
that.
Played it on Wii for like 60 hours. Played it on my 3DS for like 90, no, probably like 100 something hours.
Heard.
Haven't, actually, I might have bought it for Switch. I can't remember if I bought it for Switch or not.
Oh, you're talking about the original Xenoblade?
The original
Yeah,
Xenoblade.
yeah. You bought that thing like 6
Chronicles
times, right?
X, Xenoblade Chronicles X came out on
Didn't play
Wii
that at
U.
all.
I played that for like 6 hours.
Have you beaten it?
After 6 hours?
What? No, any of the Xenoblade.
No.
Yeah.
Neither is he.
Yeah, but you're like, you played it twice?
Well, I would. Yeah. But it's different a little bit.
Really?
Slightly.
Sounds like you're in the same boat as me.
Slightly. For Xenoblade Chronicles, yeah, not 3. I don't even own 3.
It sounds like
I
they're not
own
that good at
Xenoblade
being-
Chronicles 2.
I almost tried to replay Xenoblade Chronicles 2
I
before
never
3 came out.
I've never touched Chronicles 2. I bought it, have literally still not put it in my Switch.
I bought it with my Switch, and then I dumped about 80 hours into it, and then I stopped.
Jeff would say, why don't you guys just play Trails?
Yeah.
No.
And you asked me about
No
Atelier,
thanks.
right?
Yeah, Atelier. You beat those?
Which ones have I beat? I beat Monokemia. I beat
Okay.
Iris.
Those are 2 I haven't heard of.
I beat.
Are those old ones?
Yeah.
Okay,
those are
gotcha.
really old. I beat Aisha.
Okay, I've heard that one.
Escalogi.
Nope.
I beat
Scology.
Sophie.
Okay.
It's Eska and Logi.
Oh, what?
That's their names. Eska and Logi.
I know about Sophie.
I beat.
I know of Sophie.
I almost beat Ryza. I got to the end of it and stopped, but I want to replay it so I can play 1, 2, and 3 when it comes out.
I know Ryza.
What are these games?
I
The
beat
Atelier games.
Totori.
What'd you say?
I
Totori?
beat, yeah, Totori.
I know Totori.
Meru.
I don't know Mario.
Lydian Swelly.
Nope. You beaten that one?
Yeah,
So you've beaten you.
I've beaten a lot of them.
Oh, okay. So you're not like a. What?
You think I'm a fake Atelier fan?
No, no. I was
Yeah,
just-
I do.
You never talk about them.
Because they're garbage games.
Yeah.
Most of them are.
But yeah,
you
you
play
keep
'em?
playing them.
They're like Call of Duty. They just come out every year. You
I
just
tried
play
playing
them.
Vanguard. Wouldn't even let me play it.
Who cares? Vanguard's bad.
I installed the campaign. It's like, you haven't installed the campaign. I was like, the F I didn't. Anyway, continue.
Actually, I don't know. You asked me about Atelier, and I answered about Atelier. I'm actually going to play Rises soon, but I got other things I want to play, like Engage first.
Yeah.
And
How's
then
that going?
I downloaded it this morning.
Sweet, sweet. When did it come out? Like
20th.
Friday.
2 days ago.
I want to play the new Star Ocean. I have it.
Ocean.
I didn't know there was a new Star Ocean.
Yeah, there's a new Star
I've
Ocean.
never played any of them.
Me
so-
neither.
Oh,
I played a
okay.
bit of the first one, First Departure.
So you have?
Yeah.
So you lied to me.
A little bit.
Okay.
Just a teeny bit.
Okay. Moving
Just
on.
making sure.
Star, what? Something else I wanted to play. I want to play the new Hogwarts game.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to play
Legacy?
Hogwarts Legacy?
I actually want to play
You're
it.
actually interested?
Yeah.
When's that come out?
February? Early February?
Dude, I was hearing so much about that back in the summer,
Yeah.
and now I've heard like nothing.
Yeah,
since
I
then.
know they've released more with like.
Well, I mean, it's literally coming out in a couple weeks.
I mean,
So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I am. It does look interesting.
it does. It does. Well, I think that's all the time we have. So we're just gonna stop licking the
Hey.
screen, Eric.
I gotta wipe that off later.
Hell yeah, brother.
But as always, I've been George.
I'm Eric.
I'm Chase.
Guess I'm still George.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Later.
You're a wizard now, Harry.
Bye.
Bye.
I heard it.
Buy another fridge.
He has better hands.
Don't tell me to get better hands. It's George. He's the one horsing around.